GMB related. So first question came from Connor. He says, I have a client that is moving locations in a few weeks. Beyond just ensuring the new NAP is consistent across citations, the site, and GMB, are there any other best practices to help offset rank drops due to new location? So I'll start there. So looks like they're moving, they have a location, they're moving across town somewhere, or it doesn't even say if it's the same town or not.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing I would like to know is if it's a service area business, a hybrid, or a storefront, because that could maybe be a consideration there on how I would play that out. But typically, I would always look at, could I just open a new location instead of trying to change everything that I currently have? Is there a specific reason why I wouldn't want to do that, right? If there's not a good compelling reason why I wouldn't want to do that, I just probably look at opening a new location. You'll be able to get postcards sent to the new location, get a new listing up, you can put a location page on the site, start building an authority of that, start building brand docs, and just rank it, right? Then you have 2 numbers coming in, two times the calls. Now, if they're just not going to service that area anymore, stuff like that, then obviously second location isn't going to help. If you're going to move, from what I'm seeing now, it's less about your address. I am seeing maybe phone number. It's something that I'm in the process of testing. I would definitely make sure that that's correct. If they're different cities, I would probably go ahead and then worry about it. If it's just down the street, and if it's a big deal, maybe clean up the top couple citations or brand mentions. I wouldn't go too crazy about it. I mean, I'd clean up the site, I'd put the new info there to have a good user experience. But from a local ranking factor, I'm not seeing address consistency in the same city being really a big factor. Again, think of it more from a user experience perspective rather than a ranking perspective at this point, in my opinion. If it's in the same city, if it's outside the same city, I would say, then you're talking about, if you're in the same geographic area or not, which gets to complex, I just clean it up anyway. But I think, there's some other info we would need, but that's where I would approach it from,
Yeah, I'm the type of guy who would like to just have 2 listings instead of 1. The biggest reasons I've ever come across to move a listing is, like Chaz says, you don't service that area, or if you're like a storefront, you're going to probably want to move your actual listing and not have people trying to show up somewhere where you're not. And another big reason I've heard of wanting to move a listing is reviews, because they want that to be their predominant location, and they have
That's
like
a
150
Sure.
5-star reviews,
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have a salvageable asset, right?
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. But for the most part, yeah, I'm pretty much on the same page with Chaz. Just get another listing and get twice the leads.
Yeah, I would have just personally walked through those doors and presented you guys with the problem and solved a different problem while I gave that one to you guys. That's how.
It's good advice, Mark.
I mean, between you guys and like Jesse and the GMB team,
We got a pretty solid GMB.
Yeah, man. I try to slither my way out of GMB issues. I really do.
I tend to pick those out of the group when I'm asking these.
I know you.
There's another one here too.
Oh,
that
more
goes right along with it.
Seriously, once you guys figure out the right way to do it, I like working with our team to figure out how we can automate it or scale it or process it. Like other than that, let you guys do the heavy lifting on GMP shit.